Hey guys, okay, welcome to another active stretch and recovery with core moves. So today we're going to do yoga, and it's going to be a really nice stretch and flow to just open up the hips, find your balance and stability, and just increase that flexibility to create that long line. So let's start seated on our mat, just seated nice and comfortably. I'm going to sit on my shins, so my hips are on my heels. And we're just going to do a little breathing exercise to start. So get yourself really nice and comfortable. You don't have to sit on your shins. I just like to sit this way when I'm doing breathing exercises or cross-legged. Just relax your shoulders for a minute. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So in order to do that, you're going to fold your first 3 fingers into your palms so that you have your pinky and your thumb sticking out, and then turn your palm so it faces your face. And we're going to push the pinky finger against the left nostril and inhale through the right, and then push the thumb on the right nostril and exhale through the left. So take one nice normal inhale and exhale to begin, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then pinky to the left. So inhaling in through one nostril, just breathing the tension away from the body, and exhaling, releasing everything, just bringing awareness to your body in this space, to your breath as you continue inhaling through one nostril and out through the other, and try to let it be soft and without any pressure or resistance, and let your body relax into this unnatural way of breathing. But it's a good way to sort of clear out the passages into the body and just remind ourselves that we don't have to breathe in through our mouth all the time. We can breathe in through the nose and breathe deep into the belly, allowing the belly to rise and fall with each breath. And relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hips, relaxing the chest, the face, and the tongue. Continuing with this, inhaling through one nostril and exhaling through the other nostril. And then finish off your last set and come back to your normal breath. And we're going to bring ourselves into a deep squat position. So bring your hands in front, curl your toes under, and then push the weight back so that you're on your heels, on your feet. And just allow the body to sink into this position. Bring your hands to prayer with your elbows resting on your knees. Maybe you need to widen your feet a little bit. Maybe your heels don't touch the floor. And then from here, we're just going to stand up from the squat. So straighten the legs and reach the left hand to the outside of the right foot and twist up towards the ceiling. So right hand reaches for the sky, left hand to the ankle, and then drop the hips back down, both hands into prayer. This time bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot as you twist to the left side and straighten those legs. And then back into center, prayer and squat one more time. Twist to the right, straightening those legs, providing resistance with the hand. Back into prayer. Last one to the left, twist, reach the left hand up to the ceiling, push the right hand into the outer ankle, back into your center squat, and then push yourself up straight and tall, pushing the feet into the floor, reach the hands up overhead, separate the hands, extend the spine, salute the sun. from here, bring the hands back to prayer center. Push the palms together. Bring them all the way down to the sides, to Tadasana. And then sweep them up, salute the sun. And this time we're going to squat down into our nice high squat. Your feet are hip distance. And then put your right elbow across your knees and your left elbow across your knees. And just stay here in this squat, feeling the length in your spine, maybe pulling the navel in so you're not completely collapsing into the feet. Feeling the weight on the feet, the length in the body, the breath rising and falling in the belly, in through the nose and out through the nose. And just think about the stability in the feet, equal on the ball of the foot and the heel. And take one more inhale, and as you exhale, tip the hips up, straighten the knees, and drop the head towards the floor. Into your first forward fold, stretching out the hamstrings. Breathing, relaxing the whole body. And then gently release the hands, bring that right hand to the outside of the left ankle, reach the right hand towards the back of the room and the left hand up to the ceiling to twist. Breathe into your twist, find the rotation in the spine, the stretch in the hamstrings, the stretch in the shoulders. And then come back into center with your next exhale and just fold. Bring the elbows back into each other. Let your body decompress. And then bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. Turn your palm to face away from the midline of the body and begin to rotate the spine and reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. Drawing the belly in, twisting from the bottom of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Reaching and lifting and lengthening and feeling that nice sort of stretch in the whole sideline of the body. And then on your next exhale, rotate back to center and fold. Now release the hands towards the floor. And begin to soften the knees, lengthen the back, and then straighten the knees till you come to your halfway lift. Nice and long in the spine, stretching the sit bones away from the head. And then back into your fold. Soften the knees, bring the hands to the floor, fingertips facing forward, palms directly under your shoulders. Step your right foot back, your left foot back into your plank, and then drop the knees one at a time into your 4-point kneeling. Hands under shoulders. We're going to lengthen the spine in our cat-cow. So first pull the belly in into your nice neutral. And then stretch the head away from the hips. Pull the shoulders down and back. Lengthen the back of the front of the body. And then exhaling, tucking the tail under, scooping the abdominals, pushing into the shoulders, rounding through the spine. And looking between the knees. Inhaling, tilting the pelvis forward, lengthening the whole front of the body, breathing into the front of the chest. Exhaling, flexing under, curling, rounding through the spine, stretching the shoulders. And then inhale, come back to your neutral spine. From here, you're just going to reach your hands forward towards the edge of your mat and push your hips forward till you come to a knee down plank. And then adjust your hands as needed. And then you're going to drop the hips over to the right and draw a circle as you send your hips back and then around to the front, back into your plank. And then send the hips to the left. Draw a circle, feeling the stretch down the sides of the thighs as you come back to the plank. One more time to the right. Into that modified plank. And one more time to the left. into the modified plank. Now curl the toes under, lift the knees, push the hips up to the ceiling, and adjust your stance into your downward dog. And just breathe in your dog. Push the front of your chest towards the front of your thighs, and the front of your thighs towards the back of the room. Stretch through the whole sideline of the body. And then just flick the right foot up back behind you. Bend the knee, pull it into the hands, place it down, and come into your high lunge. Lengthening the whole body up, reach the hands up high overhead, square the hips, find the power in the legs to lift you in this strong lunge position. Breathe into the sides of the waistline, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and then push into the front leg, lift the body up and draw the left knee in. Find your balance, pull the knee in towards the belly. Strong on that right leg, breathing and lengthening through the spine, finding that engagement on the sides of the hips. And then just slide your left hand down to your left foot, drop the knee towards the floor, the heel towards the glute. And you're going to use your glute to kick that foot back as you reach your right hand overhead into dancer pose. Lengthen in your dancer, use your bum to kick that knee up and back, toes towards the ceiling, back extended and long, energy through that right leg. And then stack the body back up and place the left foot down nice and wide, so step it wide, draw the hands down, and come into a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Really nice and wide, and really feel the energy sinking towards the floor. So stretch out those hamstrings, lengthen the spine. Maybe push your hands into the floor and drop your elbows back as you focus on stretching out the hamstrings and increasing that fold. Really need a hairband. And then gently bring your left hand to the outside of the right foot. Turn the palm away from the midline of the body and twist like we did in the beginning. Feel that deep stretch down the inside of the left hamstring. Stretch in the shoulders and breathe. Unravel the body back to face the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders like you would in a plank. Soften the knees. Step back to your plank, to your down dog. And then you can stay in your down dog, or if you would like to, you can take a vinyasa. Unravel the body to a plank. Soften the elbows, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, so you can go knees, chest, chin, lifting up to your back bend, cobra, or up dog, back to your plank, and into your down dog. Just stay a couple of breaths in your down dog, lengthening the waistline, lengthening and stretching the back of the legs. And then we're going to flick the left leg back behind us. Pull the knee into the nose and then drop the foot in line with the hands in your high left lunge. Slowly power and energy through the legs to rise all the way up to your high lunge. Finding that stability, adjusting your hair, shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze the glutes, square the shoulders. Square the hips and breathe. And then energy through the front leg as you power up and fold the right knee into the chest. Hugging it in, massaging the front of the hip, pointing the toe, finding that balance and stability. And then slide the right hand down to the right foot, pull the heel into the bum, and draw the knees in line with each other. Lift the left hand overhead, find the right glute, and pull the leg back arching the spine into your dancer pose. Finding that length and stability, keep kicking the foot into the hand. So you have to push that foot into the hand to create that length. And then drawing the body back up to standing. Step that foot out wide. So you step it out wide to your wide stance and come into your forward fold. Push your hands into the mat and really sink deep into your fold, stretching the back of the legs, relaxing the head, sinking a bit deeper with every breath, feeling that stretch right up in under the sit bones. And then, when you're ready, begin to look to the left foot. Reach the right hand to the outside of the left ankle, palm faces away. And then twist the body so the left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Stay and breathe, lengthening the spine, stretching the inner thighs and the inner hamstrings. Twisting from the center of the body all the way from the pubic bone to the crown of the head. Unravel back to center and then place the hands on the mat under the shoulders and step your feet back to your plank, to your down dog. And then stay in your down dog, or if you would like to, take your vinyasa. Either knees, chest, chin, or pull yourself forward to your plank. Soften the elbows, chaturanga. Push the weight forward. Plant or flex the feet. Lift the body into your upward dog. Drawing the shoulders down and back, and then curl the toes under, lift the hips, send the chest towards the thighs, into your downward dog. And breathe. Push the body forward into our strong plank, and then we're going to lift the right leg up into extension. Pull the right knee in, tap the right elbow, tap the left elbow, send it away, drop it down to the ground into your plank. Lift the left leg, tap the left elbow, the right elbow, extend it away, drop it down in your plank. Lift the right, tap right, cross tap left, reach it up, send it down. Last one, lift the left, tap right, reach it up, bring it down, reach the right leg up, hug the knee into the nose, step the foot into your lunge. This time we're going to do a low lunge, so drop your back knee, uncurl the back foot, and then lift the body, hands stay down, squeeze the glutes and draw a long line from your knee to your shoulders, pulling the shoulders down and back. Feeling that nice opening down the front of the left hip. And then push your hips back, flick your toes towards your face and come into your half split or your hammy stretch. And fold into that stretch. And then push the body forward, stretch the hip, lunge. Exhale, hips go back. Stretch the hamstrings, half split. Use your breath and your muscular momentum as you flow from this front of the hip stretch to the back of the thighs stretch. Opening the hips, opening the back of the hips, those hamstrings. Pushing the body forward, squeezing the glutes, lengthening the spine. Dropping the hips back, extending the toes towards the face. One more time, pushing the hips forward, and then curl the back toe under, come back to your high lunge, and then push yourself back into your down dog. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Tap the right elbow. Tap the left elbow. Reach it up. Tap the right. Tap the left. So we're actually going into a three-legged dog this time, not staying in the plank. Tap right. Tap left. Reach it up. Tap right. Tap left. Reach it up. Last one. Right. Left. Reach. Now pull it through. Place the foot down. Drop the back knee. Uncurl the back toe. Squeeze the glute into your low lunge. And you might want to adjust your low lunge here. Maybe walk your foot forward just a little bit so that you get this nice straight line from the floor up to the knee. Lengthen the spine. Feel that opening in the hip. And then bring the right hand inside of the right foot so that your hands are close beside each other. And begin to lower or bend your elbows and bring your elbows towards the floor into your lizard pose. Really deep and intense stretch here. So take your time with it. Try and breathe and sink a little bit deeper with every breath. And then come back up onto your hands. Hand comes back to the outside of the right foot. And then push the hips back, kick the toe towards the ceiling into your hamstring curl. But we're actually going to come back into our hero pose. So drop your hips to your heels and then lengthen your body back onto your elbows. So your knee is bent, you're stretching the quad on the left side. Try and keep both hips as square as possible. Pull the toe towards the nose. Lift the chest. Pull the shoulders away from the elbows. And then curl the belly, push yourself back up, find that connection, hamstring, half split, back to your lunge, hands hit the floor, lift the back knee, slide yourself back into your down dog. Stay and breathe in your down dog. And then forward to your plank, soften your knees, uncurl your feet, and push yourself back into a child's pose. And you can extend your child's pose. You can bring your arms back behind you if you want, and just let the body be heavy and restful. Up to you. And then reach those hands forward again. Push into your knees. Curl your toes under, hands under shoulders. Push your hips back up to your down dog. Stretching the sides of the body, stretching the back of the thighs. And then lift the left foot up, back behind you, three-legged dog. Pull it in, knee to nose, left foot in with the hands. Rise the body up into your low lunge. Drop the right knee, uncurl the right foot, squeeze the right glute, and push the hips forward. So come into this really nice, deep, low lunge. And your hands might stay down, or you might be able to come with your hands on your knees. That's up to you. And then push your hips back, kick the toes to the ceiling, half split or hamstring stretch. Folding over the knee. And then power forward into the low lunge, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push yourself back, half split. Inhale, hips go forward, low lunge. Exhale, hips go back, half split. Move with your breath, find your flow. Move to your level, stretching out your hips, your hamstrings. Try not to fall over to the right side. Keep breathing with your flow. And then back to that low lunge. Curl the back foot under, lift the back knee, find the belly. Pull the left leg back up, three-legged dog. Hold that three-legged dog, and then we're going to tap the elbows. Tap the left, tap the right, three-legged dog. Tap the left, tap the right, reach and extend. Tap the left, tap the right. Kick that leg up high, stretch the shoulders, stretch the chest. Left, right, three-legged dog, reach, last one. Left, right, reach, and then pull it through. Step the foot in with the hands, drop the right knee and curl the right foot, and then adjust your low lunge till your leg is perpendicular to the mat. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, get yourself nice and comfortable, and then when you're ready, bring that left hand inside of the left foot and begin to soften the elbows down into your lizard pose. Keep opening up the hips and sinking as deep as you can in your lizard pose. Not a comfortable position if you've got tight hips, so you might still be quite high, maybe just with a little bend in the elbows. Maybe you can only get your right elbow down. And then on your next exhale, push yourself back up. Bring your left hand back outside of the left knee. We're going to push ourselves back into our hero pose. So hips come back to the heels. Toe comes up to the ceiling. Sit back till your glutes hit the mat. And then lengthen back behind you, elbows into the floor. Push the chest up to the ceiling. So stretching that right quad. Pulling the left toe towards the face. Lifting the sternum, breathing and lengthening. And then push, flex, so curl the spine, use your belly to push yourself up. Hands come in front, back up to that lunge. Step the legs back into your downward dog. I ran out of space there, so I didn't transition that very well. From here, we're going to go into our up dog or baby cobra. So come to your plank, and then up to you, down into your baby cobra, or onto the top of your feet. Lift and lengthen into that back bend. And then drop the knees, hips back to your heels, push yourself back into your child's pose. You can bring your hands back behind you. You can rest your forehead in your hands. You can reach your hands forward, whatever feels good for you in this child's pose. And then you're just going to lift the body up, reach the hands forward into your extended child's pose. Open the feet so that they're not touching anymore. Use your glutes to push yourself forward, and then hips back to your heels. And this time we're going to push ourselves forward, and then we're going to do a camel. So we're going to lift up onto the knees, reach the right hand back to between the feet, and the left hand up overhead. Push into the floor, hips to heels. Lift yourself up, flow back into your modified camel. One more time. Hips to heels, push yourself up, use your glutes, and come back to that extension and back. Hips to heels, push the weight forward, curl the toes under into your downward dog. And you can stay in your downward dog or move into your child's pose. Or if you would like to, you can take your vinyasa, take that energy with you. You can knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to your upward dog or your baby cobra, back to your plank, and to your down dog. Stretching the back of the legs, the front of the chest. If you were in child's pose, come back and meet us in the down dog for 3 deep breaths. push the weight forward into your plank. Drop your knees. Open the feet, hips to heels. Extended child's pose. And we're going to do that half camel on the other side when I can see. So reach those hands, then push yourself up. Back, bend, hand comes between the feet. Reach the right hand up overhead. Lengthen up. Extended child's pose, hips to heels. Push from the bum, find the connection with the glutes, lift the pelvic floor, back bend. Hips to heels, hands stretch forward. Push from the glutes, extend, reach, transfer the weight back and forward. Hips to heels and stay, and then bring the weight forward, curl the toes under, push your hips to the sky. Downward dog. Stay in your downward dog. Move into your child's pose or take your vinyasa. Roll your shoulders back on that back bend. Lengthen back to your plank. Back to your down dog. And then you can stay in your down dog or you can move to your child's pose. You might decide that you want to walk your dog this time. Stretch out the back of the left hip, the back of the right hip. Or you might just want to stay nice and still and focus on your breath. From here, we're going to pull ourselves through to seated. So bend the knees, look to your hands, and then hop your legs forward into a cross-legged position. From here, we're going to cross the right leg over the left and then straighten the left leg, pull the toes towards the face. Reach the hands up overhead and fold the belly over that right thigh. Grab onto the left foot, drop the elbows, and feel that deep stretch. It's a really deep stretch here, not only in the glutes on the right side, but down the whole back of the left hamstring. Trying to drop those elbows as much as you can, pulling the toes towards the face, lengthening the spine. Breathe. Every exhale sinking a little bit deeper. And then lengthen up. Uncross the right from the left. Straighten that right leg. And cross the left over the right. So get it in nice and tight. You want to get that nice close cross-legged position. Kick the right toes up to the ceiling. Reach the hands overhead. Hinge the body, bringing the belly so it just touches your thighs. And then grab onto the foot. Bend the elbows. Pull yourself forward. Stretch the spine, the hamstrings, the shoulders, pull the shoulders down and back. Look at this really nice engagement in the chest, in the pecs, in the lats, in your serratus anterior. And then lengthen back up. Kick both legs out straight, toes to the face. Hands go parallel with the floor, and then slowly roll your body down onto the mat. Palms come down, bend your knees till your heels touch your fingertips, and then push up into your bridge. Holding that nice long bridge. And maybe in this bridge, because you've done those camels and those back extension, you want to try and lift up even higher in your bridge. You could even clasp your hands underneath and roll your shoulders down and back into your yoga bridge, rather than your HIIT bridge or your Pilates bridge. Really lifting up on those hips, pulling the shoulders down and in. And then release the hands, roll the spine back down. Open the feet up a little bit wider so that they're as wide as your shoulders. And bring your arms out to a W to the side, and then drop your knees over to the right side and look to the left. So your arms are in cactus arms. Your knees are staggered, so your left knee is on top of your right foot. Breathe. Enjoy the sensation. And keeping those shoulders down, pick those knees up and swivel them over to the left side. So your right knee rests on your left foot. Turn to look to that right elbow. And then pull the knees back into center. And this time pull the right knee in, pull the left knee in. Keep those arms in cactus pose. Our legs are in tabletop. And we're going to drop the hips over to the right, look to the left. Keep the shoulders down. Hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If you can, let it drop all the way down to the floor. Enjoying that deep twist. And then engage the belly, pull the pelvic floor and draw the knees back into center, eye gaze back at the ceiling. And then drop the knees over towards the left. Hold it there, keep the shoulders down, hold, 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 challenge those abdominals. And then if it's for you, allow it to drop all the way over. Look to the right, stretching out the spine. Then pull the navel in, lift the pelvic floor, draw the knees back into center, and then hug the knees into your chest, and then flex up. Pull everything in, nice and tight, like you're hugging yourself into this tight, tight, tight little ball. Tuck your knees in between, your nose in between your knees, flexing up through the belly, through the chest, lengthening the spine. Pushing the hips down, but lifting the rib cage away. Everything's super duper 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 tight. And then release everything down to your Shavasana. Into this ultimate pose of relaxation. Relax the feet, the calves, the glutes, the shoulders, the back of the arms, the back of the hands, the back of the head. Relax the tongue, the jaw, the chest, the belly, pelvis, the groin, the feet. Relaxing the whole body in this deep, deep connection with your mat. Tune in to the rise and the fall of your belly with each inhale and each exhale, giving your body back thanks and gratitude for your practice, for allowing you to open the hips, open the spine, open your awareness, body's own abilities, as you relax completely onto the mat. then you can just stay in your Shavasana if you're happy there, or if you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness to the body. Maybe swing the feet side to side. And then bend the knees in and roll over to your right side, hugging the knees into your chest. And when you're ready, use your left hand to push you up to seated, keeping your eyes closed to come comfortably into your cross-legged position. And let's just nod our chin and roll our chin towards the right shoulder and towards the left shoulder and into center. Bring your hands to prayer center. Namaste. I hope you guys enjoyed that nice deep stretch today, challenging our balance and our back bends with our dancer pose and our half camel, and moving into our hero pose. And I hope you found that length and strength and stability in your body while we stretched it out. We'll see you again. Have a good day.